What's up, everybody? It's your boy Michael back at it again with another Better Days video. Today we're going to be doing a deck profile. This time we're going to be doing it on Dragon Ruler Zoodiac. This is a deck that I've kind of been messing around with a lot, and I think it's pretty good. So let's just kind of get into it. I'm going to explain each card and why we're on it, and then we'll kind of go over some of the goals of the deck and what we kind of do to try to win the game. So we're playing 3 copies of Red Eyes Black Dragon. That's because we're on Flare Metal, and Flare Metal turns Red Eyes B Dragon into a extender in a sense. Um, we can also send this to the graveyard with Dragon Shrine, and then send another dragon, so it gets it into the graveyard pretty easily. And we'll get to more into what this does later on too. 2 copies of Flamebell Guard, and I'm also on 1 copy of the Dragoonity Corseska. So these are just level 1 tuners that are dragons that are really good for synchro plays. You can make Crimson Blader, you can make AFD with the Draco Sack tokens, and Armory Arm with the Draco Sack tokens as well. And they're just really solid, they're just really strong. Flamebell Guard is a vanilla as well, so you can send it to the graveyard with Dragon Shrine. And you can search Corseska with Tempest. Those are the 2 big things that you want to be doing. We have 1 copy of Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. It's the pre-errata version, so there's no reason not to really run it in one of these decks. It's just solid. And then we're playing 3 of each adult and 3 of each baby Dragon Ruler. These are all just part of the core of the deck. They're really strong. They're really consistent. They do everything that you want to be doing. They get you many level 7s onto the field. And you kind of want to max out on them because you want to get as many dragons in your opening hand as possible if you can, so that you can summon as many of these big guys out. Because if you can get out at least 3 of them, which isn't that hard, that means you can possibly make 2 Flare Metals on turn 1, and Flare Metal is just a really solid card. To facilitate the dragons a little bit more, we have a play set of the Zoodiac cards. We're playing 3 Rapier, 3 Whiptail, and then we're playing the Terratop and Takitomborg engine. And those are all to get you into Wujin Kagetsuchi through the normal Zoodiac line, and this will mill 5 for you. It also puts some Earth monsters in the graveyard with Whiptail, or with Rapier, I should say, for Redox, so that's pretty cool. And of course, Terratop is also wind for your Tempest, and so is Takitomborg, and these make the Invoker, which lets you go into the Zoodiac lines. So that's pretty cool. We are on 3 copies of Return of the Dragon Lords. This is just another 1-card Dragon Ruler, essentially. It just kind of condenses down your resources into only needing to spend 1 card to summon a dragon back. And then it's also some protection as well, which is really nice. We have 1 copy of Grass, and then the 3 copies of Left Arm Offering to get Grass. It's really good. You know, if you can open Grass in a 60-card deck, then why not, you know? And then Left Arm Offering is really nice because if you have any of the adult Dragon Rulers in hand, you can banish them and then get their search effects. So that's pretty cool. As I said earlier, we got triple Dragon Shrine. This is to send some dragons to the graveyard. Mainly to send Red Eyes Black Dragon to the graveyard, because if you can get a copy of Red Eyes Black Dragon in the graveyard early, then it's going to do wonders for you later on, being able to summon these Flare Metal Dragons and get a free monster from the graveyard, which is really nice. We have 2 copies of Sacred Sword of 7 stars. This card's just really solid draw. It's effectively draw 3 when you banish a Dragon Ruler name, so that's cool. You don't want to run 3, I think, because sometimes you open doubles, and you really don't want to open doubles of this. This card can be kind of bricky sometimes. Soul Charge, because it's Soul Charge, and then Gold Sark, because Gold Sark is a tutor for anything you want. If you need a tuner, you can banish Blaster or Tempest to grab your Flamebell Guard or your Corseska. Otherwise, you just, banish a Dragoonity or a Dragon Ruler to get a baby dragon. We have the 3 left arm offerings that I mentioned earlier. It's again mainly to grab that grass looks greener and pretty much nothing else. We have Zoodiac Barrage and Fire Formation Tenki to get us into the Zoo package. And then we have 3 copies of Dragon Ravine to just dump dragons into the graveyard. In the extra deck, I'm going to say for the most part in the extra deck, besides the Zoodiac package and the Flare Metals, you can do whatever you want with this extra deck effectively. But the necessary pieces are your Invoker, your Zoodiac package here, and then your Kagetsuchi. And that's just so that you can fully utilize the power of your Zoodiac engine here. And then the 3 Flare Metals, which you may be able to cut down to 2 if you really want to. I just find that there are some hands where you open good enough to summon 3, and if you summon like 2 or more Flare Metals, you are in a very good spot. It can't be destroyed by card effects while it has material, and then the 500 burn damage for each activation of a card or effect is just, it adds up so quickly. And then of course being able to summon a Red Eyes Black Dragon from the graveyard is really good too, because it's level 7, so you get to make more rank 7s. And besides that, I'm on Crimson Blader because a lot of decks in this format have level 5 or higher monsters that they want to summon. So Crimson Blader is pretty good against those decks. Ancient Fairy Dragon is good because you can summon a Draco Sack, detach a material, and then summon 2 tokens. And then with that, with those 2 level 3 tokens, and then a Flamebell Guard or a Corseska, you can make a Ancient Fairy Dragon. And that's another level 7 body in case you want to make another rank 7 instead of something else, If you want to use 1 token and a level 1 tuner, you can make Armory Arm, and that will help you beat over some bigger monsters. And then you have your other rank 7s. You got 2 Draco Sacks and 1 Big Eye. You can also play number 74. He's not bad either. I'll pull him up right here just so people can see him, because it's kind of an older card. Master of Blades. Besides that, do whatever you want. There's a couple flex spots in the extra deck, I would say. And then for the side deck, just side for whatever your meta has to it. This deck can do fairly well without siding any cards, honestly. Of course, if your opponent is on something like Imperial Iron Wall or something like that, maybe you want to start siding in some spell and trap removal, just in case. But yeah, this is Dragon Rulers. I'll show like a little test hand real quick too. Let me turn the hand test settings to Master Rule 3, I believe. And you can kind of see an opening hand like this. Like, we got left arm offering, which is really good. We got a way to summon a level 7 dragon with lightning and pitching like a Redox or another Tempest. And then we have our level 1 tuner, which can help us make synchro plays if we want to, or we can just use it as material to summon more big guys. So it's pretty solid. Like, this hand against a 40 card deck, this hand will get you into a grass for like 20 cards, which is really nice. Anyway, that's the deck. If anybody has any recommendations or suggestions, or if you have just a different build in general, show us off in the comments. Show it off in the comments, because I love seeing the decks that you guys come up with, and I would love to see any sort of new technology that, Dakota and I didn't think of, or some of the other people in the community may not have thought of. Thank you guys for watching this video. Like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time.